Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Level 1. This is be a problem that you'll see something just like this. Oh, we're not going to do that. That's too hard. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's not. You won't actually be doing the math with the big numbers here, but I want to teach it, so I don't want it to be looking super confusing. I'll show you what to do with it. Okay, you know what? Better idea. Let's do one. Absolutely. No, this is only my view. But one thing you could do, Devonte, is you could go create your own teacher account on there and just play with it, and you could sit there and it could regenerate multiple problems for you. Yeah. But you basically create an account for yourself as a teacher, and then you have to create a class and create a fake assignment for your, but you could do it. It's free. There's no block. Okay. So let me show you how to do this. We decided we're going to pick one that's kind of challenging looking. They're not hard. Okay, but they look challenging. So I want us to keep our eye on the ball. This is what we're trying to find. Okay? So you're always trying to find X. Okay? And the troll move is to say, here it is. Okay. Now yes. Now I'm only half joking, okay? So we have to look at where X is and see what's happening to X. Okay? X is being divided by 4, and it's up in the exponent position with that 10, and that 10 is being multiplied by 39. So let me say it again. X is being divided by 4. It's in the exponent position of the 10, and that 10 is being multiplied by 39. So, in reverse order, what did I just say? So, stop there. That is our first thing that we have to undo. So how do I undo that? Yeah. Divide by what? Divide by 39, ladies and gentlemen. Now, you don't have to do any math here. We're going to put all this in the calculator. You're just setting it up to be this massive fraction, okay? So now, this is awesome because now I got rid of the 39. Okay, and now we've unwrapped the present. Okay, and here's what we're looking at. 10 raised to the power of X over 4 equals 38 over 39. Now, yesterday we learned a brand new skill. Okay, it's like acquiring a new tool on Minecraft. A new type of pickaxe that can actually its effect on problems is that it can move the exponent down here. Do you remember what it was called? That's correct. Thank you, Devonte. Good job. So here's how you use that tool, okay? First, you click on your tool chest, and then you select the pickaxe. The pickaxe is the ln, okay? We're trying to mine that X over 4, so we have to ln both sides of the equation. And you're required to always do the same thing on both sides. Now, here's what this looks like. So now the X over 4 is now out of that trap up there in the exponent section, and he's hanging out by himself right here, okay? Well, X is still with his buddy over 4, but we're going to get rid of that in a second. And now that's multiplied by the ln of 10. Okay? And that equals that equals the ln of, and again, don't, you're not having to do any of this math, 38 over 39. Now what? So now x over 4 is being multiplied by the ln of 10. I want to undo that. Correct, Uzziah. Divide both sides by what? Yes, Jay. He's correct even through a yawn. ln of 10. You know what? Yeah. Sometimes it's better not to find out. Teachers do that more than you know. We hear something or we overhear something and we just go, don't want to know. We actually hook you guys up more than you think. Okay. So x over 4 is now by itself, and that's set equal to ln of 38 over 39 over ln of 10. Now, the only hard part about what we're doing is just rewriting it over and over again. Okay? But your page is going to look really cool when you're done. So now let's say this together. X is being divided by 4. So to undo that, we will both sides by 4. All right. I'm so excited. I don't know the rest of the words. And I just can't hide it. Now, I multiply by 4 over 1, and that helps me, so I always know that I'm multiplying 4 times the numerator. Otherwise, it kind of is like, well, which one do I multiply by? I have to do it with a cable. I don't know why it's in test mode. It really doesn't restrict any features that we use. Okay, so final step. Look at this. We can cancel the 4s on the left. And now, ladies and gentlemen, this is really, in algebra, when you achieve this, it's like, oh. I need that on a soundboard, okay? And now look, here's how we write this. X equals 4 times the ln of 38 over 39 over the ln of 10. Now here's the good news. We are done with work. Now we just type this in the calculator and we let the calculator tell us what it is. So what I'm going to do, what I'm going to hacer here is I'm going to open up the calculator. I'm going to clear it out. And then what you want to do is hit alpha y equals, and then you want to hit enter to make a fraction. And you're going to type this in just like it appears. 4 times ln, remember that's the key to the left of the 4. And then hit alpha y equals, enter again, because you want to put this fraction 38 over 39. 38 over 39. Be careful that you hit the right arrow key before you close those parentheses. Then in the bottom, you're going to hit ln of 10. Close parentheses. Now, just before you, if you already hit enter, okay, just make sure that yours looks just like that. Now, technically, you don't have to use the multiplication symbol, between the 4 and the ln, but it, does yours look like that? More or less? Okay. Now hit enter. Tell me if this is what you got. It's okay, as long as the first 3 or 4 numbers are the same, are they? All right. So let me pull this dude. My float is probably different in this emulator. It's a little bit different than your calculators. Remember, this is an emulator. It means it's not actually the thing you're using. It's just functions like the thing you're using. Now, what does it say for us to round to? So which number here is in the hundredths place? The 4. So the way this works is, well, somebody explain to me, how does rounding work? So we look at the 5, right? We look at the thousandth place. If we want to round to the 100, if it's 5 or, go ahead. I'm sorry. Raise the score. Okay, so what happens to the 4? Does he turn into a 5 or does he stay a 4? So he turns into a 5. So my final answer that I'll put into Delta Math is x. Well, I don't type the x equals. I just type this part. Negative 0.05. Well, I wouldn't count off points, though. It just tells you, it wants you to type it as a... We'll see what this one says, okay? So let's go back. Solve for x. So let's just type in negative 0.05 and see if that's what it wanted. Now, guys, that was a... If this is correct, let me tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to be very, very surprised. All right? Is it going to tell us? It usually shows it. I don't know. It was down earlier today. Oh, I can't even click anything. I'm afraid I'm going to lose this problem, though. Oh, man. Wait, can I click show solution? Wait, let me get this URL. Let me try it. Let me see if it'll reload the same problem. Oh, good. So let me just click show solution. Hey! You don't. Here, let's show question. So let me type it in. I didn't, negative 0.05. Because I'm the teacher. Yeah! No, you don't have to. We did it, guys. Look at all that work. You don't. You just put the answer. What is what? It says x is approximately equal to negative 0.0 because we rounded to the nearest hundredth. Otherwise, if it was anyway, that's literally the opposite of exactly. All right, let's do the one. Let's do the other one about the car. You ready? It's the same assignment. It's just a different skill. That was interesting. Now we want to do this. All right. Word problems. Everyone's favorite. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just take a look at all that awesome work that we just did. Okay, it wasn't honestly that much. Look, it's just fits right there in the screen. Here's the next problem. Well, I mean, it's being recorded, so you can, but I'm going to show you like what information is important. So let's talk about this. First, let's read it. Who would like to read? It was Evan. Go ahead. So let's talk about this as human beings, as car buyers, okay, as consumers. So Charlie, you go to the car dealership and you buy the car new for $16,400. Okay, and y'all know this. Y'all's parents have told you this. When you drive that car off the lot, it instantly loses like half of its value, right? Now that's called depreciation. The car goes down in value over time. Okay? What kind of thing can you buy that would go up in value over time? An old coin, a classic car. Yeah, a classic car might go up. What else? A muscle. Well, maybe. I'm thinking about other things like maybe a house would go up in value. Real estate goes up in value. Maybe if you buy a business, it might go up in value. Gold. How about gold? Maybe a stock would go up in value. Football cards. Another thing, collectibles, precious metals. Babe Ruth baseball cards. That dollar coin right there. Okay, that's something special about it. Okay? Cars go down in value. Okay? So cars are not something that you buy as an investment for your future. They're something you buy and you use up and then it's worthless. Okay? Or worth very little. So let's find out how long it takes for the car to go from being worth $16,400 to being worth just $9,900. All right? Are you? Come on, y'all. This is the part that matters. So, if you learn how to do this, you not only know how to do the assignment and the math, but you learn something about how to evaluate car purchases. So, I need to give you the exponential form equation of a line. Okay, I'm going to show you. Y equals a b to the x. Who? Run out of time if we don't focus. So y, okay, y represents the future value of the car. And it will, y will also, represent the future value of whatever you're dealing with. Might not be a car. A is the present value of the car, or the initial value, the starting value. Hold on. B depends on whether the thing is going up in value over time or decreasing. Is it increasing or decreasing? So this is B, and we need to write decreasing. All right, because it's a different situation when it's increasing. So B equals 1 minus the rate. Okay? Now X represents, in this problem, time in years. Okay? Write this all down. So now, J, as you wanted to know, we're going to plug all these numbers in now. Let me start with Y, which is the future value of the car. What is the future value of this car? Yeah, so I'm going to label these with colors, and then we're going to go write it in. So this is 9,900 equals. What was the present value or A value of the car, the initial? So the initial value, or A, okay, was 16,400. So this is 16,400. Now do an open parentheses for me and write 1 minus. Now let's talk about the rate. What is the rate? Correct. But we can't write it the way it's given. Okay, we need to write it as a decimal. Close. Okay, remember to write it as a decimal. So that would be 8% is 0.08. So put down here 0.08. Close the parentheses and put the x there, because the x is the thing it's the same problem as before. We want to find x. We want to solve for x. So what first step? So consider the whole parentheses thing is just a single blob. Blob raised to the x power is being multiplied by 16,400. No, you're undoing it. You're going in reverse. So you're not doing PEMDAS, you're doing SUMDEP. Yeah. Well, there's no addition or subtraction, so move past that. Subtraction, addition, division, SADMEP. Okay, so now so what we want to undo is this. How do I undo that? We want to divide. Yeah. It is. If it's increasing, it's going to be plus the rate, y'all. Increasing. It's a good, I should be mentioning. Increasing is 1 plus the rate. Okay. So now let's divide both sides by 16,400. And we're not actually going to do this. Remember, we're just going to set it up and let the calculator do all of our work. Cancel, cancel. Guys, I'm not even going to subtract 0.08 from 1. We're just going to leave it. So now I have open parentheses 1 minus 0.08 raised to the x power, and that's equal to 9900 over 16,400, which I'm not going to actually do. And so now how do I get this x to come down here? This is the power rule of logarithms. What is it? ln both sides of the equation. So we're going to put both sides in parentheses like this. And we're going to ln both sides. Okay. So now I have, right, to keep writing, I'm seeing pencils down. I need to see him writing. ln of 9,900 over 16,400, all in those parentheses. Close those parentheses, equals x times ln of 1 minus 0.08. Okay? Now I've got a final step. Here's the final step I need to undo. How do I undo that? Multiplication. Divide both sides by ln. Well, you tell me. ln of 1 minus 0.08. Okay. ln 1 minus 0.08. Cancel, cancel. Okay. And now you just have x equals. Let's plug this into the calculator. So we're going to hit alpha y equals, enter, ln, and then we're going to hit alpha y equals, enter. Type in 9900 in that numerator up there, and then 16,400 here in the denominator up there. Close that parentheses. Down in the bottom, we're going to do ln, open parentheses, 1 minus 0.08. Close parentheses. I did an extra parentheses. It doesn't? Oh, okay. So now does y'all's look like this? You ready? Let's hit it. Enter. And then, did you get it right? Well, we don't know if we got it right. Did you get what I got? Okay, now listen. The problem tells us to the nearest tenth of a year. Well, so Jay said it, but Jay, can you explain why? So what we're saying is x is approximately equal to 6.1 years. That's what we're saying. It's going to take 6.1 years approximately for this car to drop in value from 16,400 to 9,900. So let's go in and put 6.1 and let's see if we are right. 1 and 6 minutes. You ready? Let's see. Ready? Everybody look. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. Yeah! I feel bad for any headphone wearers when I did that. Oh, yeah, it was. Hey, good job, everybody. Now, guys, tonight, when you hop on that live stream, just tell me if you get stuck, tell me your unique ID, and I will do your problem for you. All right? So, hey, let me tell you something. Happy Valentine's Day, guys, and I want to tell you something. I am proud of every single person in this room right now. Give yourselves a round of applause, please. Good job. You did it. Yeah. A pat on the back. Okay, let's end the stream here. Thank you very much. You guys have 5 minutes to do whatever you want. Bye.